Hey, this is Russ with Wing Saber Historical Fencing. This morning we're going to talk about footwork. In the Hussar Saber lineage, we do not use the standard fencing footwork, primarily shuffling steps. We'll use them on occasion for very specific circumstances, and I'll demonstrate why and where, but for the most part, we are engaged in passing steps. We're engaged in passing steps because this lineage assumes that if you're fighting on foot, it has because you are become dismounted. That means you've still got all your equipment on you while trying to fence. That is a very, very different situation than being minimally equipped for a duel, possibly just with a heavy glove so the duel doesn't end too early. When you're wearing 20 or 30 pounds of gear, it changes the way you have to move dramatically. Let's see what that looks like. All right, so here I am in my classical fencing stance. Actually, no, it would be here. So you can imagine if I'm moving like this, wearing 20 to 25 pounds of gear, this is going to get tiring really fast, especially if I'm wearing heavy boots, particularly heavy cavalry boots, rigid ankle, not a whole lot of flexion. It's going to be very hard to do that kind of footwork. Instead, we're doing steps where one foot will pass by the other foot in motion, and that's why we call them passing steps. So I'm moving as I need to get to the position I need to be in to perform a specific technique. You can do this. You've had lots of practice doing this kind of stepping. We call it walking. Everybody watching this is an expert at walking by now. The difference is, I don't want to just practice while sauntering. That's not the point. We're going to be stepping to very specific places for the purpose of performing specific techniques. And if you step to the wrong place, it will be very hard to get the bind you need to perform the technique you want. And we'll check how that works out in other videos. But this is important because if you're coming to fencing first, and you haven't done years of medieval fencing or HEMA-style fencing, you may not be accustomed to the concept of a passing step, either a passing advance, a passing retreat, or a regular step. You need to understand that that's different from this. Both have their places, both are useful. The Hungarian Hussar lineage that we work with uses this kind of stepping because it assumes that you're wearing all your heavy gear while you've been forced to fence on foot. Thanks. We've got more videos and content coming, so if you liked what you saw and it was useful for you, please stab the like button, /subscribe, and punch the little bell icon so that you're notified immediately when new content comes available. Thanks, and go do the thing.